Hey, so I came across a video on TikTok where it was a woman, a wailing child in the back seat, and she was talking about how her husband, who was at a golf tournament, also forgot to pick up their child. So now she has the child. She's like, I'm pregnant, I'm in the middle of a divorce. And she was like, I don't want to, she's like, I can't have a schmortion right now. She's like, I am pro-choice, but I just can't do that emotionally. So then she was trying to get some people to purchase something from the TikTok shop because she's been a stay-at-home mom and there's a large gap in her resume. I will not be showing a picture of her. She is going through far too much right now, but there is something very important that I would like to talk about this because I feel like this is a thing that affects so many, not just women, but anybody that can get pregnant. Only have as many kids as you can take care of by yourself. Only have as many kids as you can take care of by yourself. Yes, I am incredibly pro-choice. And I'm like, I respect this lady. To a degree, she is pro-choice. She is allowed to be pro-choice. You are bringing a child into a world full of absolute chaos. You have no income, and now you are trying to get some kinds of sales for, I don't even know what that thing was on TikTok shop. There are medical bills that will need to be paid. There are divorce proceedings that will need to be paid. Your children still that are right here, right now, currently have needs. And I can understand, like personal politics. I can get that. But you are bringing a child into the middle of a hurricane. Personal politics, like things as though, the ability to choose, right? That affects us on a personal level. That these small-handed, sweaty men have their just like political little nubs, and they exist so that way we have the ability to choose what is objectively the best choice for us and for the potential kids that we would or would not have moving forward. This person and people that are in similar positions are not in the position to bring a child into this world so that way that child would be set up for success. You are not set up for success. Clearly, the father that is in the situation is neglectful at best. And I could tell that in this, 90-second clip that was here. If you can, if not even forget, because who's to say whether the guy forgot or was like, oh, I don't care, the mom will figure it out. I have golf to do. There are other children already in here. So and now you're bringing a brand new child that's going to have even more needs. Mind you, the one that was wailing in the backseat of that car, that sounded like a fresh baby. That sounded like a toddler at best. You don't have a job. You got multiple other children. The person that you would be co-parenting with is not present emotionally. And when divorce proceedings go through, that brings out the absolute demon in a lot of these men. You don't have money coming in. And now you're going to be, it just don't make sense to me. Because what is potentially also being assumed in this is that other people are going to step in to fill the gap that the soon-to-be ex-husband will have, like the other people will be filling in, right? And I understand the community, love the community. The amount of needs that are currently needed for the mother, the already multiple children that are there, and then with that, just diapers alone. And there is no income right now. This is not the time. And I can understand for a lot of women that are in this situation, especially if you were really excited to have this baby, if you were really excited to. There was a creator. I'm going to talk about two creators. There was one creator, and I can't remember what her name was, but she was homeless. She had a child, and she was trying to get her, maybe her undergraduate degree, maybe her master's, I can't remember. But and you saw her in and out of the homeless shelter with this brand new baby, like this tiny little beautiful baby. And she was struggling and she was working hard and she was getting closer and closer. And then she got pregnant. Still did not have a home. she got pregnant. And then it all just got so much harder. And then I remember at some point, I think she was upset with the people that because she was documenting all of this on social media, being like, no, I'm going to keep this baby. And any of you saying that, like, I should go and, like, have an abortion or that I shouldn't have this baby just because I'm homeless. And I'm like, whoa, you are in the process of having yourself set up so that way the baby that you have right now can have the best possible chance for a future. And I can understand. And I'm like, listen, you want to lay up with some man? Okay, fine. I guess you're going to do that. But, like, at least birth control. Now, it took an extra long time. I think that she did eventually graduate. I stopped following her because I was like, this is an absolute mess. And I do not want to see a baby struggle that does not have to struggle. But I'm like, there is something in this. Okay. Oh, it's almost there. I'm going to grab it. I can understand that because of the hormones that are coursing through the body, especially as, you know, you're pregnant, it probably changes the way that your brain works to a degree. I don't know. Never been pregnant. That's not my struggle in this world. I can understand that. And, oh no, I'm losing it. And for some people, those emotions, those feelings, those chemicals can potentially take us outside of the objective reality of what is in front of us. No job, no home, multiple children, what income, toxic partner. Oh no, objectively speaking, not the time to be pregnant. But the emotions and the way that abortion has been socialized to be this very a point of, it's not even, it's beyond personal politics. It's a moral thing. Be like, oh, if you do this, it is immoral for you to do this, whether you do or do not. At some point, a lot of people have had to come to this reckoning of, I don't think this is a moral issue, and then really dissecting that within themselves and making it out the other side. But a lot of people only do that, like, to a degree. Now, on the other side of this, there was another content creator, or just like somebody that was just posting. You know, I don't know if they do this like full time, but there was a person that was online. They were pregnant, bad relationship, bad timing, and they were like, I don't know if I should have this. I'm pregnant. It's relatively new. And then they got the pill. And I was like, and they were talking about like the experience of it, and then coming out the other side of it, and like the healing process, and like what it felt like, and all of this stuff, right? And they were getting a lot of heat from it in the comments. But I'm like, they did what was objectively the best decision for them and their family and their sanity and their whatever right now. Now, I don't know how far along the first woman that I was talking about in this video, I don't know how far along she is in her pregnancy. She might be too far along for medical intervention, especially depending on where she is in the U.S. Her accent sounded like she was in the U.S. But I just overall want everyone with a uterus to think critically about having kids. Yeah, they're cute. Yeah, they're small. Yeah, your partner that makes all these promises and really wanted kids and like, yeah, they say those things. A lot of men think about kids in the same way that they think about getting a fish. Please, just, I don't know if somebody needs to hear this. I don't know if you need to share this with somebody that you don't have the words for just to start the conversation. But like, it's bad out there. And I just want us to want more for ourselves.